Hank Henshaw is powerful enough to destroy the future and Superman, but how did he get so strong? Well, let's find out and talk nerdy about the robotic Kryptonian of death, Cyborg Superman. But before we get into that, go ahead and leave your answers down in the comments below to this superhero question. What superhero would you like to see a villainous cyborg version of? So we meet Cyborg Superman in season 3 of My Adventures of Superman, and he's destined to destroy the future and kill Superman, but how is he that powerful? Well, for starters, Cyborg Superman possesses knowledge of the Kryptonian genetic code and technology, and because of that, he was able to create half a genetically perfect Kryptonian body for himself that has access to all of Superman's powers. That means he's strong enough to go blow for blow with Superman. He can move faster than the speed of light. His Kryptonian tech makes him nigh invulnerable. He can create hurricane force winds using his breath and defy the laws of gravity and fly. So yeah, whatever Superman can do, Cyborg Superman can do also. But what really separates the two of them, besides appearance, is that Cyborg Superman is technically an energy being, and that makes him nearly impossible to kill. Because Hank Henshaw, aka Cyborg Superman, can transfer his consciousness into any nearby machinery. So Cyborg Superman's body is destroyed, then his consciousness can just go into like a PlayStation or something and hide out until he's safe. But it goes much deeper than that because Cyborg Superman is listed as a technomorpher instead of a technopath, because he doesn't just take command over electronics, he incorporates them into himself. The machines become an extension of his consciousness. And because of this, he can do things like possess the armor of the superhero Steel. He can change the machine parts of his body into anything he wants, like an energy cannon or a melee weapon. It's crazy. So if Superman has any chance of beating Cyborg Superman, he better fight him in like a desert or something. There gotta be no machines around, or he's gonna have an annoying time. But you know what's not annoying? Waterloo. But how was Cyborg Superman created in the first place? So back in season 2 of My Adventures with Superman, Captain Hank Henshaw was mortally wounded during the attack by Brainiac, and Lex Luthor found him and restored him using leftover Kryptonian technology, turning him into Cyborg Superman. But Cyborg Superman's origins in the comic books is much darker. Cyborg Superman made his first comic appearance in Adventures of Superman number 465, and Hank Henshaw was an astronaut on the LexCorp space shuttle called Excalibur, and he was on the ship with his wife Terry. That's important for later. But at one point during the space flight, the entire crew got exposed to an explosion full of cosmic radiation, similar to the Fantastic Four, which resulted in the shuttle crash landing and killing Hank, supposedly. But remarkably, Hank wasn't really dead. Instead, his conscious somehow transferred into the LexCorp mainframe, and he used the technology to create himself a robot body so that way he can go see his wife Terry and let her know that, hey girl, I'm alive. But unfortunately, the shock of the accident, Hank's death, and now Hank's sudden reappearance as a robot caused Terry to go insane, and she died shortly after that. Superhero rule. Hank understandably didn't take that very well, and he just wanted to get off the planet. He just wanted to run away from all his problems. And to do so, Hank's conscience was able to locate Superman's birthing matrix, the ship that baby Superman arrived on Earth in. And he took over it and used it to travel to different planets and interact with alien life forms. Which in a way is kinda healthy, you know, expand your horizons, see new places, meet new people. It's like, good for him, he's trying to heal. But unfortunately, the trauma was too much for Hank, and he started to get paranoid, believing that Superman was responsible for both his and his wife's death. So Hank used the birthing matrix to create a cyborg body with organic portions genetically identical to Superman. That's why they look alike. And the mechanical portions were made out of Kryptonian metal. Unfortunately for him, Superman was already dead by the time Hank came back to Earth, so instead Hank sought out to destroy Superman's reputation by using his appearance to just do crash out activities. And because Hank looked like Superman and he had pretty much all of Superman's powers, he was called Cyborg Superman. But now it's time to discuss your answers to the superhero question. What superhero would you like to see a villainous cyborg version of? And I'm sure there are some out there that already exist. But me personally, I would like to see a Cyborg Spider-Man. That would be really cool. A Cyborg Ninja Turtles. And this character already exists, but I do really like him. He's called Grid, and he was made out of the superhero Cyborg. So technically, he's a cyborg. And that's hilarious to me. But what do you think of Cyborg Superman? Where does he rank on your favorite supervillain list? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, go ahead and Superman punch the like button, subscribe to the channel, and then if you want to watch more videos, go ahead and click on the box right here, and I'll see you in a bit.